Output number 2, vector analysis and moments of forces. So, number 3 na tayo, which you have problem about moments of forces. So, refer to the figure, determine the moment of force 360 Newton about point A and point B. So, ayun lang yung hinahanap, no? Yung moment lang, summation ng moment sa A and sa B. So, take note na iti-take ko lahat ng positive, anong counterclockwise as positive and lahat ng clockwise as negative. So, let's start. No, for A muna, no. Yung part 1 ng video na to is for moment of force about A. Of force about A. So, ang magiging challenging part dito is ang paghanap natin ng mga perpendicular distance. Kasi, as we can see, puro given natin is hypotenuse and angles lang. Wala tayong vertical and horizontal distances. So, let's start for anong formula yung gagamitin natin for summation of A, summation of force along A. So, about A pala, sorry. So, for F of since alam natin yung formula ng ng moment is fx moment is just fx times perpendicular distance plus fy perpendicular distance. Pero nagbabaris lang siya sa sign, no? Sa sign and sa sign lang. So first, for fx natin, yung fx natin dito is magke-create siya ng negative or ng clockwise rotation about point A, no? So ayan yung, ito yung fx natin. And for fy naman natin, is magke-create naman siya ng counterclockwise sa about point A to, about point A. So therefore, yung sa fx natin is negative siya, no? Kasi magke-create siya ng clockwise rotation. Tapos ating perpendicular distance. So, yung perpendicular distance is, denote ko siya as XA. So, DXA, no? And then, for for ating Y. So, yung Y natin dito is, mag-create siya ng, and for Y naman natin is, mag-create siya ng clockwise din, no? About this point A. So, clockwise din yung Y natin. So, therefore, negative din. So, formula natin is Fy times perpendicular distance. And, yung perpendicular distance niya is tatawagin ko na dYA. So, ayan. And the next is, alamin na natin yung values nila. So, here, yung Fx natin is basically just cosine 360 cosine 40 degrees, no? So fx is equals to 360 cosine 40 degrees. And then for fy naman natin is just fy 360 sine 40 degrees, no? So meron na tayong fx and fy. And so ngayon, aalamin na natin yung dxa or yung perpendicular distance about A. So, ito yung point A natin. So, gano'n siya kalayo dito? Yung perpendicular distance niya sa f of x or fx natin. So, ito yung ating perpendicular distance xa. Yan. So, paano natin yan hahanapin yan? No? As we can see, no, this is a right triangle. I mean a right angle. So therefore, we can conclude that etong hiwa na to is straight yan. So pag-extend natin siya hanggang dito, makaka-form tayo ng anong mapo-form natin? Ang mapo-form natin ay right triangle, no? So ang mangyayari is magiging similar triangle na to. So if tatawagin natin tong alpha, therefore ito is alpha din. So siya ay alpha. Hindi ko nalagay. So alpha na rin to. So therefore same sila na 25 degrees. Also meron din different methods na mapoprove mo that it is also at 25 degrees. Kaso lang mahaba lang siya, no? So dito tayo sa mas madaling way, which is pag nag-conclude tayo na right triangle to. Ay na similar triangle to, no? So therefore, alam na natin yung natin, yung angle. So since alam na natin yung angle niya and meron tayong hypotenuse, pwede na natin ma-compute ang ating DXA or DXA, no? Sa triangle na to, alam natin na siya ay adjacent, no? Adjacent siya. So gagamitin natin is cosine or cosine theta. Ang ating opposite ay ang ating adjacent is DXA. And ang ating hypotenuse is 100. So pwede natin simplify or isolate natin si DXA, which will give us DXA equals 100 cosine theta. And yung angle theta natin is basically just 25 degrees or yung alpha natin. So dapat pala alpha to, sorry. Dapat alpha yan. So pwede natin i-plug in XA 100 cosine 25. So ito na yung ating DXA or yung perpendicular distance niya sa X. So which is equal lang sa 100 cosine 25. And then next naman, ang hanapin natin is yung DYA natin or yung perpendicular distance niya sa Y, which is pag ipa-project natin, ito lang siya. Pa-project natin siya. So pag ipa-project natin or bibilangin natin is bibilangin natin yung perpendicular distance. Ito lang siya, no? Also, etong line na to is equal lang din siya dito. So therefore, pwede pa rin natin siya ma-compute gamit yung SOHCAHTOA, no? So ito is ang ating DXA. Ay DXYA, yan. Ay DYA, sorry. DYA. So therefore, since dito is opposite siya ng angle, therefore ang gagamitin natin is sine. So magiging sine, magiging derivation niya is sine alpha equals sa dito ang opposite natin is yung ating DYA, and then hypotenuse 100. Therefore isolate uli natin yung DYA. Magkakaroon lang tayo ng formula na 100 sine and yung angle natin which is 25 degrees. So therefore meron na tayong equations or complete na natin yung equation para ma-compute yung ating moment of force along with A or point A. So so 100 sine 25, no? Pwede na natin plug in lahat ng values natin for moment A. Therefore magiging moment of force F A. So, ayan siya. equals negative, f of x natin is 360 cosine 40. 360 cosine 40 times yung dxa natin, or perpendicular distance, which is 100 cosine 25. 100 cosine 25. Minus, ito lang sa baba, yung ating fy, which is 360 sine 40. 40, tapos ang ating dya, or itong 100 sine 25 degrees. So, pag tinip na natin siya sa calcu, which will give us summation of 4, so A is, so pag tinip na natin sa calcu, this will give us negative 34773.32975 Newton and millimeter. Naka-millimeter tayo. So, pwede rin natin siyang i-convert into meters. Or, negative 34.773. Sorry, let me count. Ayun na pala yung point. 32975 Newton meter. So, ito na yung ating answers for, ala, di kita, sorry. Ayan, ito yung answers natin for moment of force along with A. Napause ako. Let's see. Moment of force about point A. So, ito yung naka-meters and ito naman yung naka-millimeter. I think okay lang naman kahit anong sagot mo, since hindi naman sinabi kung anong unit yung kailangan or yung wala siyang required unit. So, okay lang yun pareho. And then, next, we'll go for B. Sa next video na lang yan.